There's just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Makes the catch. It's Thurman. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Houston going up tempo.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. And he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology, how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Line it up on 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort.
Yeah, I think the tackle is just decent.
He could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's heavy. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Grab near the marker. It's Burton.
Yeah,
huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Tar Heels are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall.
The Sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up the yardage. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Houston wants to play fast. Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Y'all right there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Caught close to the marker. It's Thurman. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Blow. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Thank you.
Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on fourth down.
Oh.
They'll pull it on the read. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That's caught. It's Abbey. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire.
Oh, that's
Quick strike complete.
almost a pick.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously...
Oh, my gosh.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
He's so slow.
He's going to come up about
Man.
5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, my God.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He's looking to throw.
Come on, get to him. Yes, thank you.
It's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
The Cougars will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's reeled in. It's Burton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Caught behind the line. It's heavy.
Like, that does, like,
They pick up half of it.
dude,
It'll be
like,
2nd and
he
5.
doesn't even block him.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's heavy. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Burton. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Pushes for the goal line.
Oh, my
He's
God.
got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heel. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Houston going up tempo.
One stop, one stop.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man.
They might go for it.
He's going to come
I
up
was
a
gonna say
couple
they
of
might.
yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Oh, my
Converts up
gosh.
4th down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
There we
And
go.
this defense is bringing the heat. sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up on it.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. Brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Tar Heels are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to barge their way in.
There we go.
Into
Get
the
him
end
there.
zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun.
I was gonna say, yeah,
And
you
there
right
was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to
Oh, my
jumpstart
God.
that.
There we go. Hold him.
Nothing really
Come
going
on
on the
back.
ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew
it's
that
got illegal
physically
blocking
they
on
were
me.
going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
I won't catch them anyway.
Line getting set on second down.
Running.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side.
And I saw that.
There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh know, man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard
That
line.
would have been, that's supposed to be a kick
The North
return for the
Carolina
touchdown.
offense returns to the field. On the run, it's Evie. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now
Same thing
facing
I'm
a
saying.
3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Burton. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
So
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to catch him on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Let's go. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graves. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes on.
What you doing?
This This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence.
Oh my God, who is that? This the rest of the season.
Build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Man. Let's get back to this game, man. Come on.
Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
You got to
Come
like this defense, man. All
on.
game
The whole
long, great job
season.
tackling the football. Like
First game of the season.
They're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
Oh, what
this
am I doing?
defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw again.
What's that anyway?
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
What's that movie? Starship? Nah.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are
injured for the rest of the season.
The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. We're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously,
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
little
blown,
bit
man.
different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better.
First game of
Plenty
the
of time
season,
still
talking
left in
about
the season
player
to
out for the
improve
rest
and
of the
turn it
year.
around.
Like, come on,
That's going
dog,
to
the
do it
game's
from
about to
here.
be
For David
over.
Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been
Man.
watching another presentation of EA Sports.